And if I told you once, I ain't gonna tell you twice. Salute all my real ones. Yeah. Listen, champ, we got 1994. Are you ready for the internet? So what it says, Tomorrow's World Retro Tech, BBC Archive, pause. So I guess this video is just like, you know, trying to predict what the internet is going to be like back in 1994. This should be interesting. We're going to get straight into the video. Before we do that, like button, subscribe button, notification bell, press those. Let's go.
Imagine a world where every word ever written, every picture ever painted, and every film ever shot could be viewed instantly in your home via an information superhighway, a high-capacity digital communications network. What that would mean is you could transform your home into a mammoth interactive entertainment centre, with the odd stock exchange and shopping centre thrown in. It sounds pretty grand, but it all comes down to computers communicating. And in fact, that's already happening on something called the internet, that anyone in the world with a computer and a modem to connect it to a telephone line can subscribe to. There are over 20 million people connected up.
Damn,
and
there was
one
already
person in
20
particular
million?
I know is connected is the American President Bill Clinton. And I know that because I used this computer to write to him today, and I've already got a reply from the White House. And
Yeah,
here
from
it is.
the White House.
Thank you for writing to President Clinton via electronic mail. The President is committed to integrating this dynamic medium into the White House. And it goes on to give some details of his government's policy to encourage the building of information superhighways. Now, I can't electronically mail our Prime Minister, John Major, because he hasn't got a modem. And I can't find out what his government's policy on information superhighways is, because it hasn't got one. At least
That's
nothing
crazy.
beyond the usual thing
That
of
was
leaving it
28
to market
years ago.
forces.
But I bet you they
But
got
you can
one
do more
now.
than just send messages on the internet. There's loads of useful information in here. You can get news, recipes, and I found this
I know for a
satellite
lot of
weather map in there.
y'all be sick if y'all
there are
went back in
interactive
time,
services as
'cause
well.
there was
This
no
is a shopping
OnlyFans.
centre, and here it says it's just off the information superhighway. That's its address, and inside there's a flower shop, and it shows me the picture of the flowers I can order and tells me how much they cost. Then all I have to do is tap in the address I want them to go to, and of course I have to give them my credit card details to pay. And there's even some stuff about us in here. Let me just find that for you, because we've just put some details on the internet about tonight's programme and some pictures as well. It's all good fun, but what limits the potential of all this is that it's relatively slow. You can't play a video down this.
Yes.
In fact, most of that stuff we've had to receive in advance. That's because copper telephone lines are really designed for people to talk down, not for computers.
Right.
But with an information superhighway built with high-capacity fibre optic cables, you're not limited to shifting around text and the odd picture. You can send high-quality sound and video as well. So, when are we going to get all this then? At the moment, regulations restrict what services can be offered by phone companies, cable television operators, and so on. But in America, for any company who's prepared to invest in an information superhighway, there's a new law which means they can transmit anything they like on it: video,
Right.
music, telephones, data, the lot, as long as they let other people provide services on it too. But it's not just a license to print money. The companies will also be compelled to connect every classroom and library free of charge. So
Yeah,
society stands to benefit.
So it's like
as well.
they knew what this was going to be.
Here in Britain,
before,
though, restrictions
before,
still apply.
It was developed.
BT, for example, isn't allowed to do cable TV, but they're developing some interesting ideas to get what they can out of their existing copper phone lines, like video on demand. We've got a setup here to show what they're aiming at. The idea is, from the comfort of your armchair, you'll choose whatever video you want, and it'll be played down your phone line to your own TV. It'll
That
not just be
obviously
movies,
didn't
though.
work.
There'll be other TV programmes too, like this travel programme I've selected here. Now, the other thing is, because it's interactive as well, say I was wondering where he got his suit from, it'd not only tell me that, but I can even buy one here and now via the inevitable home shopping option. Armani, fancy that. But this video on demand is a tricky thing to do without the extra capacity of the fibre optic cables. I, for one, will be impressed when the real thing's up and running down phone lines. But it could well be the first taste
this chick
most
was
of us
really
will
on
get.
it. Like, I actually
It'll come
wonder
rolling down the
like, where
information
she's at now
superhighway.
and what she thinks
It's
about it now.
ironic that it'll come on old phone lines, but it could stay that way unless Britain develops its own vision of what sort of information superhighway it wants and how to get it.
Nah, that was fire. It's crazy to think like 28 years ago, there was only 20 million people on the internet. Now, basically everybody's on the internet. Like, if you have a phone, you know, you have, with minimal capabilities, you got internet. So it's crazy just to think that, you know, what it was like, how basic it was in the 90s and how it just exploded in the 2000s. But yeah, man, we gonna leave it right there. Let me know what y'all thought about this video. Make sure you press that like button. Leave a comment down below. My name is Rain. Catch you on the flip side. RCP salute. Wait for it.